Welcome to Luminous Pathways, where we illuminate life's most challenging moments with stories, poetry, and inspiration. Let's take the first step into today's exploration of strength and steadfastness. Life is a journey marked by moments of triumph and trials, where each step forward brings us closer to becoming our truest selves. But amidst the challenges, doubts often creep in, making us question our strength and purpose. Today, we delve into the power of perseverance, a force that fuels our growth even in the harshest conditions. It's a reminder that every obstacle is an opportunity, every setback a stepping stone, and every dark phase a prelude to light. This episode is inspired by the heartfelt poem Perseverance Through the Storm. It's a tapestry of hope and resilience, woven with the belief that the most profound transformations come when we refuse to give up. As we begin, let's reflect on this thought. No matter how slow the pace, progress is progress. Let's embrace the journey together.
Ever get that feeling?
Yeah.
Like you're pushing a boulder uphill. Just stuck.
Yeah.
Well, today we're all about getting unstuck.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive, just one source this time.
Right.
A poem, pasted text by Mohsin Iqbal.
Interesting.
And don't think flowery poetry. Okay,
Yeah.
This is more like, resilience, like straight up wisdom, but in verse.
Okay, I like that.
So there are these lines that just jumped out at me right away. One is, with no toils, there's no gain. It's so simple, but so powerful.
It is. And actually that's what struck me too, just how much Iqbal gets across using these really vivid metaphors to get that idea of perseverance across, like effort for growth.
It's true, like no shortcuts, right?
Right.
You don't get the reward without the work.
Exactly.
But it's not just about brute force either. There's another line, every journey begins with a step only. What do you think he's saying there?
I think it's about, just starting, overcoming inertia. Sometimes that's the hardest part.
It is.
But as soon as you take that first step, it's like the whole journey's less scary.
Yeah.
It's less daunting. So it's about breaking down those barriers in your head and just taking action, even a tiny one.
I like that. But what happens when you kind of hit a wall?
Oh, yeah.
Later on in the poem, he says, the only hindrance is the reluctance to gather the courage to sustain. It's basically saying courage and perseverance are tied together.
He is, yeah. It's not just about starting, is it? You have to keep going, especially when things get tough.
Yeah.
And that's where courage comes in. Courage to face those fears and keep going.
I mean, couldn't it just keep moving no matter how slow to be a type of resilience too?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think that's such a great point.
Even if it feels kind of passive.
Absolutely. Because there's real strength in that consistency. Like, you're acknowledging that things don't always happen in these huge leaps.
Right.
Sometimes it's the tiny little efforts, day after day.
Yeah.
And eventually they break through. He even says plant rudiments through grain,
Oh, that's cool. It's like that hidden potential.
Yes.
We all have it, just waiting to sprout.
Yeah.
There's one line, though, I have to ask you about. The tentatives will pay off the reward. Just don't let the inner aurora to be slain. What do you think that inner aurora is?
Oh, that's where his language just sings, doesn't it?
It does.
So I think he's using inner aurora as this metaphor for our strength on the inside, our hope, that belief in ourselves. And that's what guides us when things are dark.
Oh, okay.
It's the fuel for when we face those challenges.
So if we lose that, we're kind of lost.
Got it. We've got to nurture that light because that's what lets us keep going when everything gets rough.
It's amazing how much this poem says about resilience. Even small efforts, if you keep at it.
They can make all the difference.
Yeah. And it all comes back to, like you were saying, nurturing that inner aurora.
Absolutely. That belief, that drive. So listener, think about this. What seeds are you planting? Where do you need to tap into that strength, that perseverance?
It's like those plant rudiments, right?
Exactly. Even the smallest efforts, they can grow into something amazing.
If you just keep at it.
If you just keep at it.